Look at your phone. It receives invisible signals, texts, data, information, from a network you cannot see, but you know exists. It works because it has a receiver, a specific piece of hardware designed to catch a frequency. Now, look at yourself. We're told the human body is just a biological machine, evolved to eat, sleep, reproduce. We're told consciousness is just a chemical accident. But what if that's a lie? What if the user manual for the human body had a missing page? Deep inside the geometric center of your brain, hidden between the two hemispheres, lies a tiny organ, the size of a grain of rice, or a pine cone. Science calls it the pineal gland. They say it just regulates sleep, a biological clock. But the ancients told a different story. They didn't call it a clock. They called it a gateway, a Stargate, a piece of organic technology connecting the simulation we live in to the source code outside. And the scariest part? Most of you have this hardware turned off. If this gland is useless, why is it the most repeated symbol in human history? Let's check the data files. Go to the Vatican, the heart of the Catholic Church. In their main courtyard, the Court of the Pine Cone, stands a massive bronze statue. Is it decoration? A tribute to nature? No. It represents the pineal gland. Look at the Pope's staff. At the very top, a pine cone. Now rewind the tape, 6,000 years. Ancient Sumeria, the Anunnaki, the so-called creator gods. In one hand, the mysterious handbag, but in the other, a pine cone. Are they offering fruit or modifying the hardware, unlocking consciousness in early humanity? Go to India, the hair of the Buddha, not hair, the shape of a pine cone, a symbol of enlightenment. The Hindus call it the third eye of Shiva. The Greeks placed it on the staff of Dionysus. Different continents, different eras, no internet, no communication. The exact same symbol. This isn't coincidence. This is legacy code. But the most undeniable proof comes from Egypt. We all know the Eye of Horus, protection, royal power, health. For centuries, we thought it was just an eye. We were wrong. Take a cross-section of the human brain, the limbic system, the thalamus, the corpus callosum, the pineal gland. Now, overlay the Eye of Horus. It matches perfectly. The Egyptians weren't drawing a god. They were drawing a schematic, a blueprint of internal hardware. René Descartes called it the seat of the soul, the exact point where the physical body interfaces with the non-physical mind. In a video game, there's a line of code connecting the character to the player. The pineal gland is that connection point. Is this magic? No, it's physics. Advanced biology we're only beginning to understand. In 2002, scientists discovered something unexpected. The pineal gland contains calcite microcrystals, thousands of tiny hexagonal crystals. Why does that matter? Because calcite crystals are piezoelectric, the same principle used in radios, quartz watches, modern electronics. Piezoelectric crystals can transmit and receive electromagnetic frequencies. Your brain is a wireless transmitter, and this gland releases serotonin, melatonin. But some theories suggest something else. When you dream, when you die. DMT, the spirit molecule, a compound that may temporarily log you out of this physical server and let you glimpse the admin panel. So here's the final question. If we have a built-in antenna, why is everyone silent? Why can't we see beyond the simulation? Because the signal is being jammed. Look at modern life. Fluoride in water, processed foods, artificial chemicals, blue light from screens, mimicking the sun, confusing the gland. All of this leads to calcification, a shell of calcium forming around the gland, turning crystals into stone. A calcified antenna cannot receive signals. It keeps you locked in the material world, consuming, working, obeying. The ancients kept their hardware clean. They knew how to use the Wi-Fi. We've been switched to offline mode. But the hardware is still there, encased in stone, waiting to be rebooted. The simulation wants you to forget, but you feel the glitch. You know there's more. It's time to decalcify. It's time to reconnect. You are not just a body. You are a signal. This is the Alter Codex. Subscribe to decode the next file.